Hi, everybody. I'm JD Kundu, and I'm from the National Science Foundation. I'm the Deputy Assistant Director for the Directorate for Computing and Information Science and Engineering. We call ourselves SISE. We've had an inspiring day so far looking back at what we've accomplished in networking and information technology R&D over the last 30 years. We've reflected on what we haven't accomplished, and we've started talking about where we should go in the next 30 years. An imperative that's come up is socially responsible computing. And we'd like to debut now a video on technology and society that emphasizes that point. In the video, my boss, Margaret Martinosi, the Assistant Director for SISE and the Co-Chair for NITRD, provides vision for the future. Margaret couldn't make it in person today, but here she is in this video, so please check it out.
With computing tightly woven into the fabric of our modern world, academia, industry, and government are more focused than ever on socially responsible computing.
What is so important now is ensuring that the emerging technologies are fair, accountable, and ethical.
Socially responsible computing is about ensuring there are guardrails. But there's no point in building a road with guardrails unless you're going someplace useful. Those benefits become the North Star that sort of draws us in particular directions.
When I use engineering know-how and I use computer science and programming, I get the greatest satisfaction when I'm doing something to enable someone else to have a better life in some form or fashion.
I think one of the biggest things that I would like to achieve is to shift the emphasis of not just digital for digital, but digital for physical. We need to reorient the effort towards creating a better physical world for our planet and for humans.
It's always been important to focus on socially responsible computing, and now more so than ever for a few key reasons. The main one is it affects so much of our lives, and it's harder and harder to opt out. And as that becomes the norm, it becomes really important that we are able to ensure that these things that are intrinsically woven into our lives are done in ways that are equitable and fair and responsible.
The focus on socially responsible computing can be found in a variety of areas, including, among others, cybersecurity, privacy, healthcare, information integrity, climate change, agriculture, food supply, connectivity, artificial intelligence, and the future of work.
I think we do have to ensure we lean into the fact that we have to take care of those who would be disrupted by new technology. But I think that there's so many job opportunities that have yet to be defined that we can train and retrain the next generation, the next workforce.
Creating a field that promotes socially responsible computing requires collaboration between government, industry, and academia. Also, it's essential to focus on providing opportunities for tomorrow's leaders.
I'm really excited by a new generation of computer scientists who come in with this as their passion. They want to build systems that help the world. They want to build systems that change the world. And as a result, are sort of painting this notion of socially beneficial and socially responsible computing into everything they do. So in terms of where we want this field of socially responsible computing to be in 10 years, wouldn't it be great if all computing was deemed socially responsible computing? So that's a great kind of aspiration to shoot for. That's where I'd love to get.
All right, so thank you to our speakers for calling on us to actively pursue socially responsible computing. As Dario Gil says in the video, we need to orient our efforts towards creating a better physical world for people and the planet. And that brings us to the last panel of the day on how technology can benefit society, broadening perspectives in fundamental research. And so I welcome back Dr. Alondra Nelson to moderate this action-provoking panel.